am. Yay.
All right. And,
I do want to make a point that
okay.
Ice cold milk in a freezer glass is definitely the way to go.
I
almost gave myself a cold headache.
Well, I'm definitely. I asked her. I said, consider what they're doing to you. Is it going to be like ice cream? So
my sister just went to
Did it?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So it's possible that did some stuff. Okay.
So I have a question about the fringe path and Angel's surgery that she had to fix her hearing. Does it work on the fringe path or not?
I would say that it doesn't work on the fringe path because it's all linked into her little
the data buddy thing.
Data buddy.
But the data buddy reactivates while we're on the fringe path after a period of time.
Okay. Well, I'm saying
you said we went through the portal and we were all like, blah.
If you stay there long enough, then I would say yes.
Okay.
That would be the same with Mike?
Yes.
Because Mike got the same thing.
Okay.
So your hearing is slowly coming back? Is that what you're kind of playing at?
Basically, it needs the data buddy to work, and the data buddy is an organic computer. So it's
okay.
It's designed to operate under adverse conditions and things like that, like in the presence of large EMPs and things like that. So yeah, but the data buddy is like the ultimate of their tech. So it's something that you guys are never going to be able to reproduce. But
I'm not going to mention it to IDET because I don't want them trying to remove it. So
that would be interesting.
I choose to like my brain as it is. Thank you.
Right, although Ken's going to tell them all about it. So
right.
You know he is.
I think we need to just push him off the fringe path. And
I have no objection to that.
Hey,
I'm trying to be. I'm just like.
He'll come back eventually.
Sabotaging us. He'll come back eventually.
That's my first thought. He'll come back eventually.
Is it on here?
We don't know exactly when.
Through a portal that we know doesn't work, and I don't know what happened.
There it is. Okay, I just wanted to pull up the Fringeworthy early campaign portal list, though.
Just shove Ken in the into the dark world portal.
All right.
Yeah.
Einland all these years.
Hey, if that happens, at least we can see how many times one gets portaled back and forth.
Okay, I've had a few thoughts over the week.
Please.
You said there were other groups here, there was another team here that attempted to go back through and got lambasted.
Basically, they lost all but 2 of the team members.
Right. Is there a Muscovy here?
A Muscovy? Very likely. Give me a luck check.
You're gonna make me do dice?
Yes, dice.
Dice so early. Oh no! How dare you?
I know. God, sometimes we never use the dice. Sometimes we immediately go to dice.
I know, right?
Look out! He's gone to dice.
Uh-oh.
I got a 6.
Well, then the answer is yes.
So we have an armored vehicle.
All right.
Hey.
True.
And we have, and I know Muscovies have like a mounting point for a weapon.
Yes, on the
so
top. Basically, you can stand up on like the passenger seat,
right,
and
in the middle of them actually,
and do the
Buddha
thing. Yeah. Or fire the shoulder launched missile, or
right,
or
throw or throw the harpoon. Yeah.
Not the harpoon.
From hell's depths, I stab at thee.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
Yes.
Good to start off the game with a
I'm thinking that we take the Muscovy and the Summers, and we do the and bypass the platform and go. Well, why the hell do we want to go to the negatives anyway?
Because there were a lot of resources down there, including a dragon.
Yeah, I got some thoughts about the dragon. I think that's A, too far to go, and B, I I mean, we would have to try to find Angel somewhere in almost Camelot. So that would be,
yeah.
I mean, that would be even more time.
I mean,
it's entirely your call.
Unless
I
we
don't.
got lucky with the maypole again.
You just happen to be there.
Yeah.
The people sent us to her, but I had to get very, very full.
That's right.
They sent Susan there.
About that. Yeah.
Poor Susan.
And then we said we had a snowplow. Can we mount that to the Muscovy?
I'm sure you can. I mean, like I said, the equipment you need is either here or it's on the planet.
It's on a planet.
Okay, let's try mounting the plow unit to the Muscovy.
I mean, the least you could do is weld it. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And then we'll put... Mike, what's your shooting?
Well, let me look at my character sheet here. Jason, just a moment. Mike looks at his
myself.
Mike looks at his shooting and says, "Oh, I have a D10.
I'm
a
Do you
decent
have
shot.
What's that feat? The rock and roll or the steady?
No,
rock and roll is the feat that
recoil penalty.
So you don't get -2 from firing.
Right, but then there's also
I don't.
Are you talking about steady hands? For the
which is the
unstable
one
platform?
that you can shoot from like horseback or unstable platform.
That's steady hands.
I do not have that at all. Oh, that is not one of
I
the
don't have that
abilities
one.
I
Maybe I should take that one.
I have steady
You like
hands.
the big weapons. Maybe you should.
I remember at some point I was thinking I should probably get that one, and I never did. So you have it though, Angel?
Mm-hmm. I do.
And you have rock and roll?
I do not have rock and roll, but I do have steady hands.
Cool.
Does the recoil penalty affect a mounted weapon?
I'd have to look. Once someone look that up, just say Savage World mounted weapon.
Okay.
Recoil, but I really think it has to do with the automatic part of it. It's not really the recoil. It's just the fact is when you fire rate, it's going to shake.
Multiple bursts, right?
It's just going to shake
multiple rounds.
Back and forth. So yeah.
Where's my folder?
Pull up Savage Worlds here.
Salvage Worlds.
Salvage Worlds?
Salvage Worlds, yeah.
All right.
It's all about you go out and you collect junk. Go to yard sales and
yeah, I'll be right back.
The state auction. It's a great role-playing game.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Also known as land pirating.
Oh, I used to play Papers and Paychecks myself. You know.
All right.
So that's a good game. I still do.
Edges.
Still do. Okay, combat edges here.
Rock and roll. Some veteran shooters learn to compensate for the recoil of fully automatic weapons. If a character with this edge does not move, he may ignore the recoil penalty for firing a weapon on full automatic.
Yeah, but I'm looking for.
Doesn't say anything about mounted.
Until I see an official ruling, I'm going to assume that's not going to make a difference.
I'm looking for the combat section and seeing if it has.
Well, mounted weapons.
Fixed gun. Page 58.
Huh?
And then there's warboat boar. No, not a war boar.
What?
Oh, what?
War boar.
Oh, war boars are fun.
Just for the fun of it, I gotta look this.
Armor,
I gotta look this up.
Track, weapons. Yeah, it's all on 58 apparently.
War boar.
War boar.
For a second, I thought you had said warboat, and I was like, excuse me? Warbar.
Toy boy.
Okay, so what it says here is that it has the -2 recoil penalty for full auto. However, it's considered to be a steady platform to gain the additional -2 unsteady platform penalty that a typical character would have to endure.
All right,
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, the recoil
was whether
penalty,
or not it's stacked, or if it was one negated the other, or something.
Yeah.
Neither one of you have rock and roll?
No.
Okay, then I'll
so
man
normally firing a weapon from a moving vehicle would be a -4. That
right, because it's an unstable
platform. Yeah, and it's also the full auto recoil.
Right. Okay. So, but my thought is, somebody drive the Muscovy. We'll put somebody on the gun on the top. Well, with the plow attached to it, we'll move up to the bodies, and that way then we'll have the Summers behind us with our crap in it, obviously. And then I think the first place we need to go is Detroit World, and see if we can get any backup there.
Okay.
Because it's the closest one.
Okay. I do have good relations with the Detroit World.
Do you? Okay.
Well, do you? I don't know.
You do.
I do. I mean,
okay.
Better than I'm the only one that's ever been there.
You and Chen Wei.
Yes, I read the mission report, and it was unclear.
It is unclear. Yes. We'll leave it at that.
As far as you know, they all like you there.
Yeah, we helped stave off the attack.
Exactly. So I mean, it was all very unofficial and all. There was probably some interesting orbital raining down of debris onto the planet, but
if you could acquire more powerful energy weapons, that would give you a.
Problem is, energy weapons are going to work on the fringe paths.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's the biggest issue, is that they will not work on the fringe paths. There's no way to generate the electricity.
Oh, okay.
That we've found that works on the fringe paths. So
that's very true.
And, I mean, unless we could figure out some way to tap into the energy of the fringe paths themselves, which we have not. So,
well,
something we'll look into in the future, maybe.
If only crystals could do that as well. That'd be nice.
Well, the crystals can do a beam of energy, but it won't hit flesh.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's more like a cutting torch.
Right. Yes. It'll cut substances, but not. I mean, kind of like when you if you're cutting and you're holding onto it and you hit your finger, it'll stop. So.
Oh, okay.
It has safety features to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Which is no fun, but also fun to some degree.
So I think we should get who's the next best. Well, I guess we don't really. I don't need a super driver, but I mean, as long as you have a decent driving skill. I don't know how to do this with two of our characters as amorphous blobs, though. At this point,
you can just leave them on the platform. Just leave them on the platform.
Just leave them behind.
I'll say we'll just stick them in the Summers.
You can say first of all, the Chen Wei is really having some PTSD over what just happened to him.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I don't know whatever you want to do with Pat and Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that a third of the party is not there.
Yeah. You have Gandalf's character though, right?
Yes, I do.
So
yes, I do.
Gandalf is half an amorphous blob tonight.
It's 3/4 blob.
3/4 of a blob.
Right. I can play Gandalf if needed. I have his character sheet right here.
All right, so
I think it's important that we have a player character driving and a player character shooting in the Muscovy, and then a player character in another vehicle to control what happens. So
that's all 3 player characters right here.
Yeah, yep. I was trying to say that we could use Gandalf as a shooter from the second vehicle, quote unquote shooter, but
let me check Gandalf's shooting just a sec.
I mean, it's better than nothing. But it'd just be there's not a lot of input there. So
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. So
and we try to do that skip platform maneuver once Chen Wei and it was Chen Wei and who did that? You and
Gandalf.
The blob.
Chen Wei was
so
the one
the
who
two that are
eventually
here
did it
will teach us how to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because the driver is going to be the one that has to do the portal, I think.
Yes. Yes.
That's kind of why I was thinking we needed 2 PCs driving.
All right then.
Mm-hmm.
And not PC / NPCs. So.
Right then.
We'll just leave Ken behind at the Stuckies with a cup of tea and some reeds to weave into a basket or something. Because isn't he a basket maker from Taipei or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
He also just needs a blanket. It's just a blanket just stuck around him because I can just go.
Okay. he can have his we'll leave his gear and
he can have his blanket.
Whatever he needs. And here you go. Pat him on the head. Set him in a corner.
That's not the most unbelievable thing we've done. It's really not. Okay.
I'd say he can sit there and play games on his cell phone, but it won't work. So
I don't think Chen Wei likes cell phones anyway. Besides the fact that he always goes, "Hey, data buddy." At least at this point.
Other than the fact that he loves technology, he doesn't use technology. Yeah. Or he doesn't know technology. So I think we need to practice the platform skip for a bit. So let's.
Okay.
That's gonna give us.
That would be, on the one that we're at, and just try to bypass that and just see how that works, and see if we can get that down. Because Mike, I believe, is the only one, or Gandalf and Chen Wei are the only ones that successfully done it.
I don't think Gandalf ever. It was only Chen Wei that successfully did.
Was able to activate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Portal flip or go web or whatever he was doing.
Go web.
So I was under the impression was, I know, you hold the crystal in your hand and you concentrate on bypassing the portal, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Or bypassing the platform, not the portal. I keep saying.
Think about being on the other side.
Did the portal actually flip, or did it shimmer?
He did.
Or what did it physically do? Or did it do anything physically at all?
Oh, it didn't physically do anything at all. What you saw was like the portal seemed to collapse down to a line and then come back out.
Okay.
As long as you don't say portal flip, we're good.
What if we did rotate platform?
That's what I meant.
Or rotate pathway.
The rotate pathway.
What if we did rotate pathway and then drive across? The bodies would still be stuck to the bottom of it. We wouldn't have to deal with it.
Oh, you're right.
Unless they knew that and they put more bodies on that side too. But we would never know until we get there.
I was going to say there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. So I want to spend the next hour or so trying to manipulate the portal and pathway.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to go on the
not on the side heading towards Earth platform, but on the other direction. That way we don't alert them to what we're up to.
Well, your safest place to not have any issues would be go to the star platform. I mean,
right. We'll try that.
The road to the system platform, get on the other side of it, and then try to do stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right. Okay, so you're going to try to practice this. All right. So,
Yep.
So I was looking.
I'm going to join him.
I think we all should do it because you're going to be driving one of the vehicles.
So when did we start this campaign? Any idea?
A while ago.
Almost 2 years ago.
Okay, so I actually have a copy of Chen Wei's character as of February 12th, 2024.
Oh, wow.
That's about when we started this campaign.
Yeah, I think it is his original character sheet.
Oh, my gosh.
He hasn't given me, another one,
Oh, fun.
Way to go, Ken.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't think he ever updated it either, so.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the only one I have, so therefore, generally speaking.
I think we're just better off leaving him off to the side at this point.
Well, okay, it's just the fact that he's the only one who apparently knows how to do this, so.
Yeah.
Who took the skill in it? Who took the points in it? I think you kind of need them.
Did he take points in it though?
Yeah, it was actually a new ability. It's basically it's a new fringe power, and he took it the ability to rotate and also the ability to do the flip.
Well, the problem is I don't think any of us have an advance at this point.
Right. So I think you're going to have to use them then.
I have an Gandalf has an advance.
I actually do have an advance that I meant to use last. I meant to put something in last week. I didn't.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, then you can basically have Ken there, a Chen Wei there,
teaching you how to do it.
Teaching you, as well as he can. So one of you can take the rotation, one of you can take the portal flip, or I should say the platform skip is the way I would term it.
The portal flip.
80.
Yeah, platform skip.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
So which one of you is going to take which?
Okay. Mike.
Gandalf's going to take which one?
What are the two choices again? Excuse me. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, rotate pathway.
Rotate pathway.
And then and platform skip.
Platform skip.
Platform skip.
Okay. Gandalf will take rotate pathway.
All right.
And Mike will learn platform skip.
Oh, okay. How about
Mike has an advance he hasn't used.
Okay. Well, all right. So both.
Kaitlin, are you taking platform skip as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna do platform
Whoever
skip.
has the powers has to be in the lead vehicle to do the thing with the thing with the thing.
Do the thing with the thing. All right. Yeah, I'll do the platform skip.
Okay, new power, rotate platform.
Rotate pathway.
Rotate pathway.
Okay, so I'm adding that to Gandalf's character sheet. New power, rotate pathway. I'll put it under his powers here.
Right.
Okay.
And then you can do platform skip for Mike.
So Mike takes.
Where'd it go? Ah, there it is.
Power.
Now I have two advances I know I need to take.
So usually you're like, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, I guess I'll take cooking.
Cooking! Yay!
Cooking, yeah.
Okay, what are the Okay, so what are the for platform skip? What are the different parameters?
I don't understand.
Power points, range, duration, blah blah blah.
Oh, let's just assume that it's 4 points, negative 4 points for the
negative 4 points.
The platform skip, and and it would be basically
300 feet.
What? The range?
Range, yeah.
Yeah, sure. 100 feet. Sounds great.
100 feet, okay. You have to be within 100 feet for it to work.
Okay,
and duration is instant. Yeah.
Instant, right. Well,
okay.
It can't be instant because you're going to have to travel up to it. So,
Right. I'm going to put the same thing for rotate pathway.
I would say put a -1 for each hour. You want
-1 what?
-1 point.
Duration 1 hour.
But where do these points come from?
Everybody has power points. Okay.
You do?
So yes, you do. I mean, yeah, because you're fringeworthy and you therefore have the fringeworthy skill. All right.
So you have
I didn't know there were power points included in that.
Well, what we use them for is that you spend them until they're gone, at which point, and they basically, so you don't take minuses to your roll. Okay. But once you do run out, you just start taking them. That's when you start taking the minuses to your roll.
So what is the what is our base points then?
It should be on your character sheet, but it's somewhere around it's around like 4 points, or I
don't have that on my character sheets. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can look it up. If you look in the Fringeworthy playtest, it tells you how many you get.
Okay, let me check that real quick.
Yeah. You basically, for each special power, I mean, not each thing like this, but for getting fringe, where you get X number of power points, which apply to all the different abilities that fall under it, and anything having to do with the fringe pass falls under the Fringeworthy ability. And so if you want more of those, you have to take an edge and then say, okay, I want more power points, and that's one of the edges is additional power points.
But Susan's psionics are separate.
Exactly.
Pool of points from
she
her.
Has a pool of points for psionics, and that's completely separate from this.
What is that under?
What is what under?
Power points.
Do you really want me to take the time to look it up? I can.
I'm trying to find it myself, but I don't see. I see skills. I see hindrances and edges. Arcane powers, edges, psi powers.
All right. So let me just go to.
Let me see if I can find it in the index of the Savage World.
Well, it's definitely in Savage Worlds.
PowerPoints 102 and 108. Okay. Scroll.
Just hearing that.
Bowling.
The number of points it costs to use a power. Okay. Thanks.
All right.
The number of points it costs to use a power. Well, that's enlightening.
Very. He's moving raw. Thanks.
Arcane characters energize their power with power points. As soon as you buy an arcane background, the hero gets a listed number of power points. Arcane characters are the number of powers dictated by their particular arcane background. Starting power points 10. Starting power points 10. So they're all 10. Well, actually, if you take superpowers, you get 20. Weird science 10. Would you treat this as a weird science?
Okay, we've been through this before.
Have we? It's its own ability.
Yeah, it's its own ability. It's like a superpower.
Okay. Let me go back to Player's Guide. Power edges. Okay, power edges 57. Professional edges. Power edge. New power. An arcane or fringeworthy character may learn a new power or crystal for taking this edge multiple times. You can choose from any of the powers that are normally available to his arcane background or from the crystal key powers list. Power points are not used in Fringeworthy. See using arcane powers. Okay.
It's still funny.
So, yeah, it's going around in circles now.
Yeah, so what it said was in the playtest is that they don't use PowerPoint, they just use the minuses. And what I decided later on was to say, no, there's an awful lot of edges that have to do with PowerPoint. So let's include the PowerPoints, but they're used to basically offset the cost. So as long as you've got PowerPoints to spend, you don't take the minus.
Okay, so what's a starting PowerPoint then level?
It would, like I say, it'd be what the superpower is.
20.
So just assume you have 20.
Okay.
All right then.
Okay, so example. Let's say you're trying to. Mike is trying to do a platform skip, which is a -4. You can use 4 of his power points to offset that minus and just do a straight crystal use check.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
exactly what
cool.
it's for. Yeah.
Hooray.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, it's a minus to your die roll. I get you.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes, that's
I
exactly
was
right.
a little bit confused on the whole thing. First
Okay.
time. First timer. Bear with
I
me.
had to learn this when I decided to give Susan psionics. I had to learn all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
I see that.
according to this thing, Fringeworthy is actually arcane background Fringeworthy. So it might be actually what it's supposed to say under arcane background. Does it say anything under arcane background? How many points?
Let me go back to that. Using arcane powers. Infantry arcane powers such as psionic or crystal blue powers do not use power points. Instead, they take penalty
No,
equal
not
to
that.
half.
What's in Savage Worlds?
Arcane characters start with a number of powers dictated by their particular arcane background.
Right. But how many points?
Well, it says superpowers are 20, psionics are 10, weird
Right.
science is 10.
Right.
So everything except superpowers
magic is 10.
So it's 10, not 20 then. All right. So just say 10. Okay.
10.
Works
all right. Sounds good.
All right.
Yep. That's all I needed to clarify.
Yep.
Yay.
Sorry, it was
And there's
hard
an
to get.
edge.
And there are edges for more power points.
Okay.
All right. All right. Because I remember
never really looked at it because we don't use arcane stuff, so that's why I was like, I'll just skip over that.
No, I get it, but it came up because somebody was like using their psionics and they wanted to use like a lot of points and stuff like that. And it was like, okay, that I got a D4 in psionics and I've got like a -8 because of the number of power points I'm using. So I can't possibly pull this off. And I said, well, actually you can. It's just basically use up all of your power points, except for 2, so, and he's like, and then you could just do it. And he's like, oh, great. It's like big, hi, hello, big eureka moment. So, yeah. So that seemed to be very useful and a way of not keeping something that was already in the system, yet not breaking it.
Yeah.
Not breaking it. So.
I concur.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I think what it was teleports. I think it was John Altizer, and he was using teleport and trying to bring like everybody with him. And he just did. If he tried to do it just straight up, he never would succeed. But once we figured out how many points it took, he actually had enough power points to bring it to something reasonable that he could actually do with his bennies.
That sounds like something John would do.
Well, but that was a very heroic thing because because of what he was doing, it said he was going to be completely exhausted as a result. So he was like, essentially, he just kind of laid down and went to sleep afterwards. But he got you guys to safety, and I thought it was a very heroic moment. So
there you go.
All right, so you got that. So you're all going to practice on that, okay? So. And we don't really need to, other than the fact, like I say, you should keep doing this. I keep having you make bigger checks, and when you fail the bigger checks, you start getting headaches, and you're basically getting exhausted. So we'll just go ahead and assume that you do that, but therefore it's going to take you a number of hours to get ready, which is fine because you have other people that are mounting things on the front of your vehicle, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it all works out. So we can assume. And by the way, I was going to have a luck roll, and that failed entirely. Okay, so basically someone had to travel back to the planet. Other than the stuff that might have already been in, like say the Moscovia and stuff, like it's not that hard to have a welding, a welding.
Yeah.
Kit, so sure. I'm just saying is that.
And that's a repair.
Yeah, it'd be a repair check, only because you're just doing some minor stuff now. if you were like designing, a whole, if you're doing something like they did on the A team, where like at the top of the vehicle opens up and somebody up in an armor cupola comes up on a crane and then starts rotating on it, massing around, I would say you'd have to have some engineering going on for you. But
shooting out of a parachuting tank.
That actually works.
That was in the movie.
Yeah, but that actually works. You just hold on to the just dangle off the side.
I don't want to imagine what would happen once you did that, though, because the shoot and just fall to the ground and die is what I'm thinking.
Well, lots of things could happen, but I would say like you're firing off a lot of automatic weapons. You could start rotating. That would be fun too.
Well, I was thinking of a tank firing, and it actually recoiling enough that, because they do recoil, tanks will rock back, and it would go back, and then the parachute would drop in front of it, thus no longer having any air underneath it, and then just plummet to the ground.
Well, if you were close, but that would probably happen. You're not wrong.
It's like, I don't like the idea of that.
Yeah, but it would actually swing up.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it would do, honestly.
Well, I'm just saying it would swing. I mean, it's hanging. It's a pendulum. So you fire on the bottom of the pendulum swings up. Then the parachute's like, wait a second, you're not where you're supposed to be. I collapse, and now we fall.
Right.
So,
and now we fall.
Now we fall. So you have even more height when you fall.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that
the streamer of death is what we like to call that one.
Even more special. Yeah, even more special. Yeah. Okay.
And the impact is referred to as augering in, by the way.
Oh, okay. Super good. All right. Only if you like land, and it would be, you land, muzzle first.
Yeah. Auger in.
So we're getting to a Looney Tune kind of situation here. All right. So you guys have learned this skill. It took you some time. So now you know how to do this. And it's very exciting.
All right. I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, but you've also, basically used up all your PowerPoints doing this.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I forget what the recovery rate is, but it's not like.
Well, you can take rapid recharge and you regain one every 30 minutes.
Otherwise,
you don't have any of that.
If you don't have that, I'm guessing you recharge
like
at
hour.
1 an hour, yeah.
So I would say that probably you guys have run out of PowerPoints, and when you go down there, you'll each have one.
All right, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking we ought to wait a day.
Oh,
you're gonna wait a whole day?
Well, we have to we have to attach the thing.
Yeah, I hate to break this to you, but things are actually happening on that platform.
I'm sure they are. Yeah. I don't want to wait too long, but I don't want them to go through burnt out. So, it's going to take us time to get prepared for it.
Okay.
They're practicing that. I assume I'm welding on the Muscovy unit. And, if there is any traveling back to the planet that has to be done, we're going to consider that in the time that they're practicing as well. So it could, a few hours will at least go by.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, yep.
I'm thinking it would take probably at least 3 hours to attach a plow blade to the front of a Muscovy without it being designed to do that. So.
Since when have we ever had vehicles that are doing what they're designed to do?
You got me. The horses. We rode the horses. They were designed to ride.
That's true.
We didn't strap anything onto them.
Okay.
To be fair, if we actually had done that, I'm pretty sure Angelica would have protested a great deal.
All right, so you're ready to do this thing, right? You're gonna
ready
borrow,
to hit.
You're gonna borrow the Muscovy of another team.
Borrow.
All right,
yeah.
Sounds good.
And that was
liberate. Strategically acquire.
That was team 8 because they lost all their people except for 2.
Sorry,
and they're already wounded, so
we're not gonna be using this for a while.
Yeah,
right.
we're strategically relocating their equipment for them.
Creative acquisition.
Right. So you basically got the snowplow, you got welded on the front, you got the Muscovy, you got your Summers. Okay. So and so who's driving which and who's in which vehicle?
Okay. You want me on one of the guns?
I was going to be on the guns. You're driving.
Okay.
Let's
see. Mike is a D6 driver.
I'm a D12 driver.
Oh, you're a much better driver than me.
Well, then we'll have Kaitlin drive the Summers and Mike, you drive the Muscovy because you're just going to drive forward. Well, switch that.
No. You, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
You have to use both platform skip and rotate gateway to go through, or just one of them?
If you're trying to skip a platform, you just use platform skip.
Okay.
I think we ought to pull up to our platform, our portal, rotate the rotate the pathway, and then drive after we've rotated the pathway.
Okay.
Or do you think that's giving them too much precognition that we're on our way?
Well, it definitely would let them know about somebody's doing something if you do that.
True. So maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, unless you wanted to start a process where you were just, you every couple of hours you rotated the platforms, and then they wouldn't know.
Can you rotate the platform once you're on the platform?
Yeah, that's when you do it.
Okay, so that's interesting, because if we drove along and we get to the point where we see the bodies and there's buildup, we can rotate the platform and just drive. No, because then that would still keep them there. But
yeah, well, once we're on
anybody
the other
else
side.
coming in would come in on the other side, though. We'll keep that in our back pocket for a minute. So we're not going to rotate the platform. We're just going to go through and we'll assess once we reach the point of no return, essentially.
The point of no return?
There you go.
The event horizon. How about that?
All right, then. I'm sorry,
and I'll
are
be
we
up
keeping you up?
In the cupola, essentially.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Can I have cheeseburger? Can I have one of the rocket launchers with me and the mounted machine gun? Well,
on a cheeseburger?
Sure.
And a cheeseburger.
Anyway, and a cheeseburger.
Nobody expects the Spanish cheeseburger.
The real star of the show here, that cheeseburger.
Okay, and just to make it a little bit easier for you guys, because we don't have to go through the whole dog and pony show. If you want to drive on the other side of the roadway, one of you needs to walk through the portal and invoke that before you drive the vehicles through. Otherwise, you're going to go through a whole big dog and pony show trying to get them over to the other side.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like, okay, we rotated it, but we're,
I think we should.
Now what?
I think we should
yeah,
just drive through.
we're now on the downside, and the downside's on the upside. Is that what we wanted to do?
I don't think we're doing that yet. We'll figure that out. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we may flip the platform to keep any further bad guys coming.
I mean, I'm just saying is that if you want to drive on the other side of the roadway, the side that doesn't have the bodies, that you need to go through, and I mean, the best way of doing it is you go through, invoke the flip, okay, and then bring the vehicles on. Now you're on the bottom side.
Yeah, but somebody else stuck on the other side? Or did they step back through and then come back through again?
Yeah, they're on the other side, but it's not that hard to go in. Someone has to just basically put their arm down the side. It's only four inches thick, okay, and grab their arm and pull them up, because they'll be in zero G. They'll just step off. It'll be in zero G, and they'll just come back and just pull them back onto the top. It's not hard.
Gotcha.
It's hard to do with a vehicle. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to flip the roadway. Because I think that would alert
Yeah,
the pirates that
just drive
something's
through.
going on.
All right.
Okay.
So we're just gonna drive.
I have to take
Go
little
ahead.
break. I'll be right back.
We'll strategize. So
Right.
Kaitlin, you're driving the Muscovy, so you're well armored. It has a plow on the front of it. I'm going to stand in the cupola and top of the Muscovy.
Okay.
And
then
Mike and Gandalf are in the Summers behind us.
Right.
And what I want to do is I want to go up to the bodies. And honestly, I think we ought to just plow them off the platform.
With the platform skip, we have to be at least 50 feet away.
100 feet. 100 feet.
No, from the it's 100 feet or it won't work. But you have to be at least at I think at maximum, or at least at minimum 50 feet away from the portal.
I thought he said 100 feet.
I think 100 feet.
Mike, what did you write down for the platform skip?
It's a no. He put 100.
Platform skip. I wrote down 100.
So you've got to be 100 feet away from the platform to do the skip.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's when we'll do that. When you get to about 195, 90 feet or whatever, do the platform skip, and we'll go through.
All right.
Now the question is, how long did you guys determine that platform skip is active? Is it long enough for both vehicles to get through, or does one go through and then somebody else have to do it and go through?
I wrote down that platform skip
Is
instantaneous. That correct?
I would say that it would last I don't know, like, a couple of rounds. Like
3 rounds.
Let's say a minute. It seems too long, but I'm just saying.
It does seem a bit long.
All right. Most powers last 3 rounds. And put more power points into them to continue them.
So that sounds fun. Three rounds. So your vehicles moving at their normal rate would be able to easily cover that distance if you did it. If you did it just as soon as you were in range.
Yeah.
If you're walking, you'd want to be closer.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely closer. Yeah.
Unless you want to do a 50-yard dash all of
a sudden. Chen may be like.
I personally wouldn't walk on the fringe pass. I would bike if I was not using a powered vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody walks in the fringe pass like that song.
Oh, actually, there's quite a few things that walk in the fringe.
Nobody walks in the fringe pass.
Angel Petrova doesn't walk in the fringe path.
Yeah.
Dawn does.
The Slarg was walking.
Well, the Slarg ain't got nothing better to do. Do-de-do.
Okay, so you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So you drive through the portal, and let's say I'm assuming that the Muscovy is first.
Yes.
Yep.
Followed by the
Summers.
By the Summers. Okay. And you are going to be how far apart from each other?
25, 30 feet.
Okay. All right.
2 car lengths is a safe following distance.
Oh jeez.
And how fast are you gonna be traveling? That's where the car distance.
40.
40. Okay.
45 right. Combat or convoy speed.
Okay. Well, it's whatever you say. I mean, just after a certain speed, you're not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to stop within the light of your headlights. So, but anyways, but
at a reasonable volume.
And when you're within 100 feet, you are going to see the portal, anyways. But yeah. Okay. So Muscovy first, 30 feet. Summers. Okay. All right. So you go heading on down. All right, and Okay, and when you get to 100 feet, you see those bodies ahead of you, of course, in the dimness, because it is, like I say, it's the normal lighting is dusk, but you do have those headlights on, so you're able to see pretty well. You probably could see 200 feet away, just shapes on the gray surface of the roadway. So the bodies are still there.
Yikes!
I'm so sorry, bodies.
So what are you going to do?
We are going to lower the plow and drive forward, basically.
Are you okay? All right. Okay. Now the roadway is 31 feet across. All right, and these things are scattered across the platform in such a way that you're not going to be able to get all of the bodies.
No, we'll just get the ones that are in our direct path.
Okay, so you're going to try to scoop up 2 of the 4 bodies then.
Or we're just going to push them out of the way, actually.
All right.
Push them to the sides.
All right. Oh, okay.
All right,
you want to knock them off, or?
Well, not. I don't want to. So I just want them out of the path of the vehicle.
Okay, so this is a cow catcher situation where you're
essentially, yes.
You're not trying to scoop them up. You're trying to divert them. Okay.
All right.
I get what you're saying now. I didn't understand that before. All right. So you're going down there. You're gonna try to roll them off to the side as you go through. All right. And you're and are you still moving at 40 miles an hour?
We'd slow down. Well,
I recommend that we slow down to at least 30 at this point.
Yeah, drop down to 30.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
And the lead vehicle does once we're within the first 25 or 75 to whatever feet to activate the portal, have the portal do the platform skip.
Yeah.
Get my wording correctly.
That I keep saying portal skip, so.
I know.
Right, so who's doing that? Who's doing that?
Kaitlin first.
Okay.
This should be
fun. All right, Kaitlin, go ahead and make your Fringeworthy check.
Yay!
Taking the minuses and or spending power points, which you have now.
I'm going to Benny that because that was bad.
Get a 2.
4.
Hey, excuse me. Interference.
She got mauled by a bear. Oh well, I guess we're dealt.
High horse.
Dude. Okay. Reminder. What's the penalty? Dog, move your butt. That's not the penalty.
You get dog ass.
Oh.
Okay, the penalty is -4. I got an 8. You stay over there. Stay over there. Okay. I got an 8.
8. Okay. That was successful.
Yay.
So because it's a -4, so therefore it's well, that's the cost. But anyways, and you're using PowerPoint, you have to pay it. So 4 was successful.
Yay.
8 actually means it's a success. Okay, with a raise. All right, and so you go and you're proceeding forward. It's saying 30 miles per hour, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to scoop the bodies. Okay. All right. So as you roll up, okay, lead driver, go ahead and give me a notice check.
Okay.
I'm in the couple on the top, hiding behind the gun and watching for stuff too.
Kaitlin is lead driver.
That is a 7. Yeah, that's a 7.
Well, I meant the Moscovy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
driving
Kaitlin.
the Mosk.
Okay, and so you rolled a what?
A 7.
7. Okay. You notice that something is moving on the sides. There was nothing there, and suddenly something is suddenly appeared on the sides. It was like arms or something like that are coming up.
Shit, Jason, can you see what that is? Because you're
Okay,
up, you're up
so
there.
Yeah, I'm
now
looking.
who's driving the Summers?
Summers is being driven by Gandalf.
Gandalf. You have Gandalf make a notice check at a +2 because
Okay.
he gets to see more.
All right, Gandalf, notice check.
Doing that.
All right. 12.
Okay, so he sees these a total of 4 arms, 2 coming up like 50 feet apart, okay, and relatively close to the portal. Actually, right in front of the bodies. Okay,
Okay.
one set's coming up, and the other, and they just basically coming up real quick. And I just wanted to know if you guys want to take any actions whatsoever.
I do.
Okay, so because right now, one set of arms is going to be next to each of your vehicles because of the way you
How
spaced
close?
All right.
If you're in the middle of the platform, which
Yeah.
or which are not going to be, I mean the roadway, because you're trying to scoop off some and not hit all of them. So,
Well,
but
we're not
anyways,
trying.
they're
Can I clarify that? We're actually trying to go right down the middle and push the bodies out of the way. We weren't trying to scoop them up. We're just trying to get them out of the path of the
I
vehicle
know
as
that.
we
I
went
know
to
that.
the portal.
Okay, so the vehicle I believe is around 8 feet wide, 10 feet wide.
Something like that. Yeah.
Width is 1.75 inches, according to
That's
this.
meters then.
Meters.
Okay.
So
Right.
almost
So-
2 meters. What? 1.75 meters wide.
That's like 6 feet. That's not wide enough for a vehicle.
Well, yeah.
It has to be at least. It has to be at least 8 feet.
Okay, 8 feet wide is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, all right.
Whatever.
Maybe
Anyways,
a tad more.
So the point is that this is a 31-foot wide roadway. Okay, so so it's like 9 feet on each side.
All righty.
All right. You have clearance of 9 feet on each side. So theoretically, you'd have a 3-lane road. You could have a 3-lane road.
Right. And you said 2 sets are here, and where are the other 2 arms?
No, there's 2 sets. Okay, there's a set is 2 arms, and there's 2
Right.
of those. Okay?
Okay.
One is coming up next to the Muscovy. The other one is coming up next to the Summers because of the way you spaced out.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, I just want to know. I mean, basically, I'm going to give you guys a reaction, and then I'm going to do what's going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to yell at Kaitlin to floor it.
Bold of you to assume that wasn't going to be my reaction.
Well, I know. I just yelled to floor it, and I want to
Yeah.
shoot a rocket at the one of the arms back by the Summers.
So you're going to fire backwards?
Yeah, I'm going to turn around, fire backwards at the one by the Summers.
Okay.
Because it takes time for the rocket to. You have to go a distance before it arms.
Go right ahead. Give me a shooting check.
Okay. Nine.
Okay. All right. So you fire that off, and it hits that thing, and it explodes much bigger than you expected it to.
The hell?
Okay, which means that the explosion from your rocket launch is also going to come back and hit the side of the Summers because you have an explosion area.
Right.
All right.
Okay, and it explodes and makes an even bigger explosion area.
So the Summers exploded as well?
Summers is being affected by this. It's in the area of effect.
All right.
Okay.
So I need to know the damage you just did on that weapon.
for numbers here.
Yep.
Scroll in. Savage Worlds.
Hi, Charlie. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm a dog.
I'm a dog. Pet me.
I am a dog.
Dog is right here.
I said, pet me.
Touch.
Somebody pet me.
Oh, hello again.
For as terrible as that movie was, it sure left us with a lot of
memes.
a lot of memes. Yeah.
You are correct.
So where is Rocket Launcher on this damn thing?
You know what? This is who's playing Angel
Should
now.
be in the Savage World
Rocket
list.
Launchers. There we go. Law Rocket.
This is the new player of
48
Angelica.
plus
48
2.
plus 2.
48 plus 2.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
Oh no, go right ahead. Feel free.
Feel free. I'm gonna
like people to be complicit in their demise.
Well, finally, after all these years.
Finally. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled 18 total for a M72 rocket launcher.
Okay.
38 plus 2.
Okay. So
medium blast normally.
Right. So that's going to cover the entire, roadway. All right. So, So we got here 4, 8, 18, 25, 31.
Sorry, guys.
32.
So you literally rocked the Summer's world.
So that's 50. Okay. So
it doubled out here.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And then the one on the other side is also going to fire.
Right.
Oh jeez.
Okay, and that
the arms are shooting.
What?
The arms are shooting at us.
The arms are exploding. The arms had explosive packages on them, and they're being detonated.
I got you.
Fenway was right.
So that's 7.
By the way, the Muscovy has a toughness of 18.
That's good. You're going to need it.
It's the Summers.
Okay, so that's
oh yeah, 7, the Summers. So let me look at that one.
Yeah, you need to look at both. All right, so that's
Summers.
7, 12, 16, 18, 21, 27, 34.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you're basically, the Summers is getting 50 points on one side and 34 on the other. Okay, and I haven't rolled for, actually, you were firing the one in the back, so I need to roll for the Muscovy. That was for the Summers. This is from Muscovy. Oh, it's actually, let's see here.
I didn't blow up the ones next to the Muscovy.
No, they're being detonated too on purpose.
All right.
This is a trap. Okay. This is a trap, guys. You drove right into it. 7.
It's a trap beam.
It's a trap.
7.
We drove right into it, literally.
Yeah. 7, 14, 23.
I'll be right back.
33, 35.
It says defense 8. I don't know what that means in the D20 book. Because the Muscovy has a defense 8 as well.
Right. That doesn't have any meaning in Savage Worlds.
So I'm guessing it has the same. If the Summers ATV has a defense 8 and the Muscovy has a defense 8, then I'm assuming they both have the same armor. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so that's 7.
Hardness.
10.
7 or 8.
10.
Hardness
10,
8, defense 8.
13.
Hit points
13.
55.
13.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see, that was 13.
Scobie has a
And
hit
that's
points of 40. Oh,
20.
that's weird. I wouldn't have figured that, but okay.
20. 26. 20. 30. Okay, so 30. All right. So on the Muscovy, you get hit with 39 points on one side and 30 points on the other.
All righty.
All right. So, okay, so we're just looking at this stupid thing here. Fringeworthy book.
I hate post-it notes that don't stick.
Okay.
What's your job?
All right, okay, here we go. All right, top speed, yeah. Toughness, 18, 7 of which is armor. Okay, it doesn't really list the amount of hit points it has, but okay.
It has
so
wounds like anything else.
It has, right, but it has, so basically the Muscovy has 18 points, so we take 18 off, and that brings us to 11. Okay, so
all right.
And the other one, 18, and that's going to be 22. Wait, that's not right.
Guess we should have flipped
20,
it.
21. It would have been. It would. Then you would have run into the mechanism that's on the underside. At least you would have. At least you would have been attacked from the front, and the Muscovy probably would have taken the brunt of it. Anyways, all right. So that's 21, and that's 18. That's all right. Yeah. 22. Okay, that's just, I'm doing something wrong here. Can't do math for some reason. That's stupid. All right, so there's 12 left. 12 left. All right.
You know, instead of saying words are hard, math is hard.
Yeah. Okay,
math is always hard.
I love
right.
math.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so you basically you get 21 points of penetration on one side, and you get 12 points of penetration on the other. All right. So
what can we do about that?
Well, that means that the people on the inside are really taking it on the chin. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'm basically going to, so it basically, who's driving the Muscovy?
The Muscovy is being driven by Gandalf.
No.
Gandalf.
Oh no, the Muscovy is being driven by Angel.
Angel. All right,
right.
Angel. Okay, since you're in the driver's position and I rolled that first, 21 points of damage is coming through. All right, so
Lovely.
what is your armor?
Since for some reason I can never seem to rate it. 8 to 10.
So it's a total of 10.
I think if it's armor piercing, it's 10. No.
Okay, Angel, you're wearing like normal body armor, so it's like +4 versus like ballistic. And what's your toughness?
Normally 6.
So that would be 10.
Okay.
All right. So 10. That means that you suffer 11 points of actual damage to your body, which is the equivalent of 2 wounds and a shaken. So you can attempt to shake that off with your base.
Soak.
Yes.
Yes.
And anybody else in the Muscovy besides Angel?
Me.
Yeah,
What? Just you?
Me. Jason's in the Muscovy also.
Okay. Then I'm assuming you're on the right side then, and you took.
Well, I'm actually in the cupola.
Okay, you stayed up in the cupola
He's in the
after
mood.
firing the missile.
Well, I don't know how much time there was between firing the missile and the explosions. So,
all right,
if I could have reacted, I would have dropped down. But
all right, let's assume you did because all right. Okay. So basically, you only you take 12, which is 3 wounds. A minus. Okay, what is your armor?
17.
17. Okay, 17 armor.
It says 17 versus ballistic.
How'd this happen?
Well, that's what I have written down.
What's your toughness?
9.
Okay, your toughness is 9. It's a lot. Okay.
It says Kevlar with plates +4 +8 is what it says.
+8. So yeah, that's 17. Okay. So all right. So that means that essentially you don't take any damage from the blast on the left. Okay.
But I get a little wobble.
But you are yeah, and you had.
I should at least roll against shaken, is what my thought.
No. You had the blast from the right, from the right, but you're taking the damage from the left. So and that was 17, and that's 5. So that's 1 wound, and also shaken. 1 point of shaken.
I roll so a vigor check for.
So in other words, you need to make either 2 shakes or 1 spirit roll. Okay. Or an extra Benny, just to, so you're not shaken. You see what I'm saying? You have like a wound and a little bit more, so you can soak the wound. All right. If you soak 2 wounds, then I'll just say the shaken goes away. Or you can just soak 1 wound and be shaken unless you can get your unless you can make your spirit check. Okay. Or you can just spend a second Benny and just take it all away, because the shaking goes away with a Benny.
So I have a +2 to my spirit rolls for combat veteran.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10, so that explodes to an 18 +2 is 20.
Okay, well, you're not shaken. Okay, but what was your vigor check?
Oh, my vigor check?
That's where you're taking the wound.
I rolled a 9 on my vigor check.
Okay, so that means either way you would have basically not had to. You would have soaked the damage from both of those.
Okay.
All
right.
So Angel, on the other hand, okay,
is a little rattled.
More than a little rattled.
Did she soak?
She hasn't told me, unless she wrote it in the. Unless she wrote it in the chat.
She hasn't, and she's currently MIA from chair.
Oh,
she's back.
All right.
She's off.
I was
getting blown up.
No, I'm not.
Right.
I was waiting for y'all to stop so I could tell you that I rolled an 8 for soak.
All right, cool.
Okay. So, all right. So that means that you still that means you would have absorbed it for those, but then you have to also you would be shaken, because you would have taken 2 wounds and be shaken. Okay. In addition, so since you didn't roll high enough to get rid of the shaken, you need to give me a spirit check.
All right.
And if you fail the spirit check, then you can spend another Benny to get rid of the shaking condition.
That is a 6.
A 6.
Yep.
Okay. That is not enough. That means you can move normally, okay, but you can't take any action otherwise, and you're driving.
Oh,
so
lovely.
You better spend a Benny.
I'm gonna spend
Otherwise, you're
Benny.
you are just rolling forward.
Yeah.
So it's got, you could be on autopilot right now. It's a 50-foot wide portal, So, who was the one who was actually doing the flip?
Angel was doing the the platform skip.
Platform skip.
Yeah, the platform skip. So you've already done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so these skips, you can literally be shaken and basically unable to drive and still roll through.
There you go.
You know
Sure.
what?
We're still moving at about 30 miles an hour. So.
Well, yeah, but my statement to you is that do you want to be shaken in this condition or not?
If we're still moving, then I'm just gonna leave it for the moment.
This is a metagaming thing. This whole thing with shaken and stuff like that,
Yeah.
using bennies.
Right.
That's all metagaming. So I'm just saying, you want to hold on to the benny. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the benny.
Yeah, because God knows what happens on the other side at this point.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
well, you might. I hate to break this to you, but they might have a similar thing on the other side.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And we just bypass the platform, so there's no way we can flip it. So.
Right. So okay. So anyways, you go through the portal.
Yay.
Okay. After this explosion. Okay. Meanwhile, back here with the Summers. All right. It was 34 and 54. All right.
Wow.
And the
Jesus
Summers,
Christ. Sorry, guys.
And the Summers armor is what?
Probably.
Did you say?
I couldn't find armor on the Summers. I couldn't find a writing on it, a listing on it.
All right, let's assume the same armor then. Okay.
Okay, so it has an 18 toughness then.
Yeah, 18. So that's 20, and the other one is 18. So that's going to be 6. And okay, so that's third. Yeah. So you've got 20 and 36 points coming through from each side.
Oh, fun.
All right. So you're taking them both, by the way, because you're it's basically coming out of the cone, and it's just plastering the sides of your vehicle. All right. So it comes down to your standard body armor. How much body armor do you have, and toughness? So what is that?
Okay, Gandalf. We'll start with Gandalf. His toughness with his environmental suit is 8.
Total of 8. Okay, so he takes 12. That's 3 wounds. Okay.
All right. So he's going to try to soak.
Okay.
All right. So let's roll the D400 here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. He soaks 1 wound.
Oh. Okay. That means he's going to have 2 more wounds. Okay. That he hasn't soaked.
Okay.
Holy
all right.
Unless you want to Benny it, in which case
he's going to Benny it.
But there's a second. The second one's the harder roll, because it's not harder, but there's 24 points that which is 6 wounds you have to soak on the other side.
All right. So he will stay at the 2 wounds.
So I would say that if you can try to soak the 6 wounds rather than the 4 wounds.
All right. Here, let's try to soak the 6 wounds here. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Soaked 1. Throw Benny. Nope. Throw another Benny. All right. Soaked 1 wound. Throw final Benny. Oh no, I don't. I had to throw a Benny just to soak, so I could only have done that once.
Throw Benny to soak, but then no. You throw the Benny to soak, but you can also use the Benny to basically re-roll and take the better of the 2 rolls. You see what I'm saying?
That is true. Yeah.
And make sure you're rolling your D6 with your vigor check.
Oh yeah. That's true. Okay. Well, Gandalf has soaked 1 wound from one and 1 wound from the other. Oh, he is going to take.
All right. So you are basically, Gandalf is incapacitated. He is in serious trouble. Okay.
All right.
So all right.
I thought there was a rule.
Is he driving?
He is driving. Yes. I thought there was a rule that you can't take more than 3 wounds from any single attack. Are we playing with that rule?
I am not aware of that, but these are actually 2 separate attacks. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
But,
very good.
But anyways,
3 is essentially what happened.
Alrighty.
Well, you got 2 wounds from one, and then you take
bunch more from the other one. Yeah.
Right. The point is that you're at the point of incapacitation with these two
Okay.
sets of
All right.
moves.
Okay. Fair enough.
And so, is he driving?
He is
Yes.
driving. Yes, that's correct. That's
Okay.
going to have
All
to
right.
change in just a
Which
moment.
means he's now either slumped over the wheel, or he's fallen off to the.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
assuming he had a seatbelt on, fallen
Oh, yeah,
off to the
definitely.
side. The vehicle is rolling forward without any real control.
Alrighty.
And who else is in the vehicle?
Mike is in the vehicle.
So, Mike, you have to do the same thing. Okay.
All right. Mike has a 9 toughness.
Okay. So you have basically that's 11. That means that's 2 wounds and a shaken for the first attack.
You don't have any armor, Mike?
He does.
I'm wearing my environmental suit. Yeah.
Yeah, you said he had 9.
Yeah, 9. Okay. All right.
His
So
toughness plus armor was 9.
right.
Ah.
Okay. All right. Mike will attempt to soak one of the wounds.
I'm glad I took tough as nails.
Try to soak as many wounds as possible. Every multiple of 4 you roll is a wound. So try to roll high.
Okay, so Mike rolls 1 wound, soaks one of the wounds from the first attack. Okay. He's going to try to soak wounds from the second attack.
Okay. So again, that's
okay. He soaks 1 wound from the second attack. So he soaks 1 from each attack.
Okay. So
That's
that means you're also unconscious.
All right. Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, both you get chewed up. The vehicle just totally chewed up, and of course the extra damage coming from the law missile that somebody fired.
Oh,
so that's why the second one's worse. All right, but anyways, the point is that so give me a luck check, Chuck, to see whether or not the vehicle is knocked off course and actually makes it through the portal.
I have rolled a 6.
All okay, so it rolls through.
All right.
More or less. Okay. And you basically roll through, and and those of you who are still conscious in the Muscovy look backwards and see the
Summers.
See the Summers come through, but it's on an angle. It's just rolling through. It is going closer and closer to the edge of the road. Okay, because someone's not steering it anymore.
Can I put I know Angel's kind of shaken. I know Angel's shaken, so.
Well, she can spend the Benny and get rid of that.
I was just going to say, can we throw ours in reverse or whatever and stop them, or hit the brakes? And
if you hit the brakes, you could possibly, with a difficult driving check, you could possibly let them ram into the back of you and
bring it to a halt.
Bring them to a halt.
That's what I suggest we do. Okay. So they don't drive off the damn.
Okay.
So, Angel, Kaitlin, are you going to spend a Benny so you can actually take this action, or not?
Yeah, I'll spend that Benny.
That's why you saved it.
Oh, hello. You used it.
Yeah.
Okay, you used it, and give me a driving check at a -1. It's not that hard to do. -1 to go and try to basically close the distance between the two vehicles and have it run into the back of your vehicle and hopefully be stopped.
Interference there.
When my animal jumps up on my chest, it isn't quite as dramatic.
That will be a 15.
Nice.
Nicely done. So basically, Angel blocks the other vehicle from driving off the fringe path.
All right.
And you are both stopped on the fringe path. Behind you, you can see the portal.
Yay, we're alive!
I'm gonna look out and see what's around us.
Okay. Both vehicles are smoking, probably. But yeah, looking back, it's a normal portal. You don't see any bodies on the road, which kind of you were expecting to see. Mm-hmm. Why would they do it on one side, not on the other?
Is there anything in front of us?
You see nothing but empty roadway in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the vehicle through the top hatch, go across the back, jump down.
Okay.
And try to get to the people, or at least get into the cab of the other vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it operable?
Is the vehicle operable?
Yeah.
Very unlikely. It took a lot of damage, and so did your vehicle. I'm going to have to check on that. But more importantly, I think you need to deal with the fact that these two are very, very injured.
Okay, I'm going to hoist Mike onto my shoulders, or whoever's in the driver's seat, I guess.
That's Gandalf.
I'll go to Gandalf, throw him over my shoulder, and move him back to the Muscovy.
All right.
This is going to take a little bit of time. I'm just basically moving his body into the Muscovy.
All right.
And I'll have the.
Do I need to make any rolls, or
no? You should be able to do a fireman's carry. It's no big deal.
Okay, I mean, and then I'm going to do
4 in strength or something.
No.
Then I don't think you have a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Then
most people can do a fireman's carry. Okay.
Yeah.
He's looking bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to dump him into I dump him into the Muscovy unceremoniously. Okay. And then I will go back and get Mike. And haul him back to the Muscovy.
Who's also slumped down somewhere in the with the sides basically punched in on both sides.
Right.
Okay. The vehicle basically is thinner than it used to be.
Good thing you have an armored cab, huh?
So it lost some weight.
Oh.
No big deal.
No, it didn't lose any weight. It just got squished.
I'm joking.
Compressed. It actually did lose some weight because I'm sure that blast ripped parts of it off, and and such.
Yeah. And so I will fireman's carry Mike into the Muscovy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell Kaitlin to get us the fuck out of here.
Okay. Well, I have to check to see whether she can even drive this vehicle now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's.
Okay. So
it's an 8-wheel light armor vehicle. So.
All right. So let me just go here and.
Not modern vehicle though.
This is why we have this is why we have other things that can transport us places.
Even
if it just transports one person, we can always go to another world and then borrow something.
I don't think we have anything that will transport other people, because I'm pretty sure everything in the summers was blitzed. And we don't have time to dig through it and look for what's useful because there's pirates on the other side of the portal.
I know. That's why like I said, we could always go to the next closest portal.
Which is an hour away.
Yep. To a world. And then unceremoniously borrow something that could carry multiple people.
Strategic transfer of equipment through alternate methods.
Yeah.
Or alternate.
Yeah.
I forget what the acronym for STEAL was.
All right. Roll me 2 sets of 2d6.
Who?
Anybody, I don't care.
I got 2d6.
Roll it twice, give me the 2 numbers separately.
5. Oh, you want 4 and 1.
Yes, 5. No, I mean I want that and I want the other set.
And 8.
8. Okay, so 5. Okay. Control system is hit. Until a repair roll is made, the vehicle can only perform turns to one side. I'll roll that. To the right. It can only turn to the right. You can't keep going straight. Okay.
You can. You can go straight and right, but not left.
But not left. Okay. And then the 8, it says the vehicle suffers a hit in the body with no special effects, meaning that the vehicle was really chewed up. So basically, it has no armor at this point. You basically, it lost.
Yikes.
It lost any usefulness of armor, but it's still
it's perforated.
So you didn't suffer damage to the engine, which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you rolled a 12, that's wrecked. The vehicle is wrecked and automatically goes out of control.
Good to know.
Yeah. All right. So basically, the vehicle is still running, and you can only go straight or right, but otherwise it seems to be able to run. So that's pretty good considering what you just went through.
Yeah.
Either the dog just farted or she's laughing.
That's me laughing.
I'd be laughing if the dog was farting because my wife, he almost never does that with me, but does it all the time with my wife.
My dog is a big ass cat. He will chase the laser pointer. Right.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it was so for these characters had, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Each have 4, right? Or 3, right? Whatever it is to make them big.
Some of them they vary. Some of them they soak, some they didn't soak. Kaitlin.
I thought you said that they were both incapacitated, so that's why I was just like.
Well, yeah, they are, but I'm saying one had 3. I should have written this down better. Okay, so let's assume that Mike has 5 wounds, and Gandalf has 4 wounds.
Okay, that sounds like
so
a
Mike
plan.
is more severely injured.
He is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I will tell Kaitlin to get us the hell out of here and begin treating Mike's wounds.
And I will try my best to stay in the middle. Do not turn right or
well, you can't go left, so
I can't go left.
But if you go right, you can't turn back left to center us. So
Yeah,
just try to keep it as straight as possible.
Keep it straight. Woohoo!
And as fast as you can get us away from this portal at this point.
Floor it!
Well, you can probably go really fast. I'm not sure you want to.
Right. Maybe we should can we rotate the platform now? Do you have the wherewithal to be able to rotate the platform so we're on the other side?
If you want to.
Good. Good. I can.
Do you think it would make a difference?
That depends on you here. Because you're the one
No, I have no say. I'm just like, should we rotate the platform? And I'm working on Mike. I'm just putting that out there in your mind as a possibility.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Kind of don't think so either, but
okay, so you're not doing that. So just keep driving down the road. You've got 50 miles, 49 miles and change to the next portal, the next platform. All right. So do your Jason, do your checks on Mike and on Gandalf.
Okay, on Mike first.
And you didn't suffer any wounds, right?
No, I wasn't even shaken.
That's good.
I wear armor.
And Angel, did you actually manage not to take any wounds?
I took 2, but I soaked them, so no.
Okay, so you don't have any wounds.
She was shaken though, so.
Right, but she took that away.
Not secured.
And she took that away with a Benny. Okay, so basically you guys in the first vehicle are, other than being really bruised and just scared out the wits out of you, by what just happened, you're actually in pretty good condition. It was important because if you actually were trying to do surgery while wounds, and you don't want to do surgery because that will cause. I think that takes an hour, and that means only one of you will be in the golden hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd end up with one character being permanently incapacitated for like a week. So you wouldn't.
So on Mike,
yeah,
I got a 30 on my medical.
All right.
Okay, that means you're fully repaired, Mike.
Oh my God!
I don't know how I did it. called rolling two 12s.
Me neither. Wow.
Fully
Rolling
repaired.
212s.
Is he a vehicle?
Yeah.
And Gandalf, there's another 12. Good lord.
Why are you rolling 2 12s? I don't understand that.
I rolled D12. It was a 12, so it exploded. So I rolled it again, got a 12.
Oh my gosh.
And rolled it again, got a 4.
Right. Okay. So it exploded twice.
Right.
Thank you. Okay.
Mike's exploded once, so I got 18 on him.
Okay, so that's 6 wounds, and he has 5.
Oh wow!
I thought you said so. Did you do Gandalf first?
I did Mike first because he was the worst injured.
Right, and you said he rolled 30 on that.
Right.
Okay, so he's fine, but so now you're talking about Gandalf.
Gandalf, I got 18 on.
18 on. Okay, you said Mike. That's why I was confused. Okay,
sorry.
So and he has less wounds anyways, so he's fine. Both of them would have been healed up with the amount that you rolled.
Okay. Wow.
So
yay me.
You, man. That's why you're a legendary character, dude.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are both
+2 in healing, so.
Yeah, well, that's why. So you guys are basically, come to consciousness feeling really, really bad because, of course, he's been pulling pieces of shrapnel out of you and stitching you up, in the various things. So the good news is that you're not going to suffer any minuses as a result of this, but I think you should consider yourself to be out of action for like an hour.
I was going to say the good news is they're not.
I just look down at him and I say, "Welcome to the Thunderdome."
Yeah. You should probably consider your body armor to be toast too.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
My body armor.
Our environmental suits are toast. Yeah.
Right. So basically, what just happened, just to give you some context, okay, is that you basically got hit by claymores on each side of you.
Okay.
And in Savage Wars Claymore, they do 10d6 shrapnel with +4 shrapnel modifier. So
that's too much.
Crazy because a law rocket does less damage than a claymore mine.
Claymore's bigger. A lot because they're small. They're little.
They're 66. They're 66 millimeter rockets.
I don't care. It's
still a pretty. They're basically a big grenade.
This is a heavy weapon, which means it can't be used while moving. Okay. So,
claymores are anti-personnel, yes.
Right. Yeah, and basically it has
has about a pound of C4.
Enemies caught in the killing zone may be maimed or killed, but they will not be instantly killed. So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, groovy.
And anyways.
And it says front towards enemy, but there is a backblast kill area of about 25 meters on them.
But see, that's why they were firing each direction and not,
Mm-hmm.
So it's used for a 60-degree arc. And so between the 4 of them, they covered a lot of area, about 100 foot of roadway got hit by these things. So
the best part about them is that they're mostly like small ball bearings and
that's why it's shrapnel.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know if it would actually do that much damage against vehicle armor, but the concussive blast of the C4 does damage against vehicle armor. So
yeah. Well, the system here is only does so much. So
right. Anyway. Oh no, I agree. Oh, 4 claymores will definitely fuck up your day.
Yeah. Once we penetrated the armor, the 18, then it basically would go against the hit points of the vehicle itself.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to ruin your day.
Yeah, very much so.
I actually learned about those and have placed a few in my life.
Right.
They're kind of scary when they go off too.
Oh, I'm sure they're terrifying. Okay, so all right, so Angel, about the time that, and I need you to give me a driving check at a -2 because of the way the vehicle is.
Alexa's talking smack behind my back. I don't know why.
That is 10 total.
Okay, so you managed to keep the vehicle, more or less, and I guess with like judicious use of braking, you might be able to keep it centered.
Hiding the wheel.
Yeah. you could, of course, you could also go out and like let the air out on one side to make it list, to the left, so you could keep correcting it to the right, which is something you didn't say you were going to do. But it's
well,
a good
these should
idea.
have run flat tires in them, so they're flat, but they have a metal.
Well,
they have a metal piece on the inside that the rubber just kind of flops around.
Having run flat tires does not mean they roll straight forward after that happens.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm telling you that one of the solutions to your problem with the steering is that you could have done something to make it list to the left so you could compensate to the right.
I bet you could. I bet you could. I mean, usually these are self-inflating, deflating tires. So,
right.
I mean, if there's any tires left at all on that side, for that matter.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So you guys go through.
Assuming we're on 6 flat tires. So.
Right. And you come through the next portal. Okay.
All right.
And
-1.
Oh,
we refer to it as -1.
It's -1. Yeah. All right. And basically, you come through and you see a bunch of soldiers dressed in like desert wear, and you recognize the uniform immediately. These are soldiers from Romana Universa. They're behind barricades and things like that. They've got things lined up against you, and you come rolling through. Yeah, and looking like Swiss cheese. And it's not what you expected. You were expecting to see the Erders and the well, actually that's Erd and definitely the Golden Horde folks. And you
can't find that where you posted the platform thing. Did I download that? Is that where that went?
It was. I put it into the chat. You can just scroll up to it.
Here.
That's what I'm doing.
Let me just do this.
Do I need to plop it there again?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
There, just click on that.
Yeah, it was like 2 screens up.
Me?
Yeah.
For me, it was like 2 screens up. Bruce FW early campaign portal list. Yeah.
Yeah, it did download. Okay.
Right.
I thought I had it. That's why I was looking for it.
These are not the Fringeworthy you were expecting.
All right.
The Fringeworthy you're looking for.
Yeah.
These are not the people you're looking for.
So
move along. Sorry.
Erda.
Romana
Poland,
Universa.
Suburbia, Dragon, Mindwave. So the Golden Horde are the ones that are mainly here, and these guys came over from the other platform then.
No, all you're seeing here is you're seeing a bunch of a number of, not very many, a couple soldiers basically protecting the portal to A8, the Romana Universa. And which
I thought we were on -1.
Yeah, you thought you were on -1, but apparently it looks very much like you're on -2.
I'll poke my head up and say, "Hi." Don't shoot.
If you're doing that, then Angel's gonna start dying laughing in the driver's seat.
We've already been shot up.
Multiple
times. We don't need any more. We'll surrender at this point.
Okay. Yeah, good idea. Get out, come out of the vehicle. No.
Okay.
Leave your weapons behind.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna take the main ones off. You'll have to pull the rest of them off of me. I'm not gonna sit here and dump everything.
I have mine attached to my backpack, which is back there somewhere, so.
Yes, it's in the stuff, but I mean, I have a few on me because I was up in the turret.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I have a pocket knife on me. Does that count as a weapon? Do that.
Sidearm.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, if you have any knowledge of languages, you're speaking Latin. You're speaking Latin right now.
I speak Latin.
Yeah.
Stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, jeez.
I get the reference.
Fly me a piece of the pota.
Yeah.
Caitlin's never seen Airplane, apparently.
Apparently not. That's a shame.
It really is. It's classic comedy, I'll tell you what.
It really is.
I got to watch the new Naked Gun. So, yet to watch that, but it'll be interesting watching Liam Neeson do a completely cornball role.
Hey, Mike, Gandalf, I know you two are hardly awake, but do you guys happen to have any weapons on you?
You're not going over there, I don't think. I think you're.
I'm coming over.
I think they're asleep. They've just had a lot of stuff done to them.
I said barely
I've
awake.
sedated them.
A lot of stitching and stuff.
Stitching, and I've sedated them at this point.
You can see that Mike has his XM8 carbine lying nearby, and his Barrett, and the Barrett machine gun.
All right,
was that on your body while you wearing
the Barrett
that?
Probably is left behind in the rubble of
the thing is that when you went unconscious after getting all that damage, I mean, Jason picked you up and carried you back.
That would be in the other vehicle, yeah. Then all our stuff would be. The only thing Mike would have would be his pistol. He would still have his pistol.
The only thing I wanted to do was punch a rocket into the front end of the vehicle before we left. So
alrighty, very good.
Oh, geez.
Just to destroy anything that we left behind, essentially, so there were no weapons that they could glean. We'd already dumped most of them back at the other portals, so that's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, you say the vehicle was wasn't was almost completely trashed or whatever. But the point is,
I just wanted to make sure any of their gear that wasn't trashed was trashed.
Well, I'm saying is that you were too busy carrying bodies.
Yeah, but as we were driving away, well, no, I was working on them. Never mind.
You never said you were doing that.
No, I didn't. I should have.
All right. So anyway, so you're coming up. You're walking over. They're holding the gun.
I'm walking over. I'm holding my hands up.
They're looking at you, and one of them says, "So, what's the baseball team in Brooklyn these days?"
I don't think Brooklyn has a baseball team anymore. The Dodgers left and went to Los Angeles decades ago. Unless the Giants play in Brooklyn. I don't know. I'm not a big baseball guy. Can you ask me anything else?
All right. Okay. What's the baseball team in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Well, the Pirates. But that doesn't make me a pirate.
You say pirates, they're like, yeah, that the guy's like,
but I'm not a pirate.
No, it's right. They're pirates. They're called pirates, but they're not the pirates we're looking for.
This is not what you're looking for.
Oh, says the guy. All right. Well, okay. I guess he says you guys from IDET, I guess.
I pull a strap of my uniform on that used to be an IDET patch. Yeah, see?
It's kind of dangling there on the side. Yeah.
See?
I think most of your body armor got blown away and stuff like that.
I'm sure it's torn the fuck up.
You probably shucked it off before you started.
No doubt.
Yeah. Anyways, and they look at me and say, so did you they look at you and says, "Have you been fighting the pirates?"
Kind of.
We fought something.
I fought. Well, let's just say they had boom. Let's big boom. Bada boom.
Okay, because we sent. There's been a lot of people of the alien corps that's gone down to -1, and to mount a defense and an attack against anybody coming from the Earth Prime node. So you having fighting? Are you having fighting on -1?
No. Well, that's where I'm confused because we did a thing to skip 0, and we thought we were heading to -1, but it seems like we're at -2.
He looks at you and he's like, "What you talking about, Willis? Skipping? What? Skipping?"
Did it? I thought we were coming in -1. Are we at -2?
Yeah, this is Roman Universa. Absolutely.
How the fuck?
Interesting. Of course, I can't hear this, so.
We were fighting. We came from +1, tried to bypass 0, quote unquote.
Yeah, Earth Prime.
And when we came from -1 to Prime, we got hit by a trap that these arms came up with explosive mines on them and shredded our vehicles. There's one back at the portal that will not move ever again unless we push it off the side or something.
It's in the vehicle
and
graveyard.
Tow it. Yeah.
Tow it, drag it, push it off the side. Who knows? Whatever.
Tow it with a tow truck. Yeah.
One
of those ones that hauls 18 wheelers.
Yeah, it was inoperable. So I grabbed the 2 guys that were in it, patched them up, or threw them in my vehicle, patched them up. You can see what ours looks like. They took the brunt of it, though.
Okay. He says, "I don't understand. What is this skipping business you're talking about?"
I'll explain it later.
Well, I think you need to. Okay, so are you trying to tell me that you somehow skipped the Earth Prime node?
Yes.
Okay, so when you arrived on the fringe path on the other side of the Earth Prime node, okay, why didn't you get attacked there?
Well, that's just it. I thought we were going to the other side, but apparently we bypassed an entire pathway and another node, and we're on the -1 pathway to -2 instead of 0 to -1.
You're on the -2 node.
Okay, we didn't go through two platforms, though, did we?
No.
We didn't go down 2 pathways.
No.
We didn't cross -1, so somehow we skipped from one to another one. I don't know what happened. There is an ability that you can use to skip a platform.
So you think that you skipped? So what? He's trying. Okay.
I take a piece of paper. I draw a circle. I draw 2 lines coming off of it to another circle.
All right.
With 2 lines coming off that. We came to this one.
Okay. He says it sounds like what you're saying is that you skipped 2 nodes, not
right.
Okay.
I didn't think that was possible.
I didn't know it was possible at all.
Well, we just learned that you could skip one from these little guys with ears, and they look kind of Asian, but alien guys.
Not Tamellerns, right?
No. These were called, Mike, what were they called? Schlumpies.
They were called
Huichi. Schlumpies. These things called Huichis.
It doesn't start with a W, it starts with an H, but you can pronounce it any way you want to.
Hoochies. Kaitlin, give me a picture. Show me the picture. Sorry, Angel. You took a Instamatic, right?
Sure. Sure I did. Let's go with that. Yeah, I have a picture of him.
You take pictures of everything, so
I know
I'm
I
assuming
take
you
pictures
took a picture of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I show them the Polaroid.
You took an Instamatic, you can say show them, you scroll up to show the pictures of the 2 that I posted at 9:44 last.
That's what I just rolled to. That's where I was hoping the name was. But
yeah,
these guys told us that you could bypass platform. and they kind of explained how to do it, and we did it, and it worked fine when we tested it at the Neg 1 platform, but something happened, and apparently maybe because we got blown up. I don't know. Huichi, yeah.
So what you think? Like because you had like an adrenaline surge, you like jumped, you supercharged what you were trying to do.
We don't know.
No
guess
idea.
is as good as
Well,
ours.
it all sounds pretty sus to me. He says. I think you should, go through and talk to, Expeditionary Command.
Sounds good to me. I've got 2 injured bodies. Can we drag this thing over by the portal and at least leave it there?
The vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll let you have a Jeep to drive back. Drive over to the.
I just wanted to move this one out of the way of the portal, is all. Or do you want to use it as cover?
No.
Use it as cover.
we have emplacements here. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a machine gun on top of it if you want it.
We have machine guns.
Okay.
I mean, he's pointing a handheld one, but there's obviously some. Usually there would be more people here, except that they're over on -1. Working up an attack strategy against the pirates.
Well, that's what we were coming here to do, is talk to somebody to help get some reinforcements to go do that, because Neg's side is pretty limited to
positive side.
To whoever's just kind of gathered there. So.
You mean the positive side?
Positive side.
Positive side is
right. Okay. So, anyways, so they'll come over. One guy's going to stand there because he has to watch the portal. The other guy will come out back with you, open up the door to the Summers. I'm sorry, the Muscovy, and see Mike and Gandalf inside. Kind of like really whacked out. So he will help you carry them out. Looking around, it's obvious. I mean, you guys could be some kind of a, he looks as, we've heard about the Trojan horse.
You can always keep these two as collateral if you really want to.
I tell you what, I reach into my. Can I get in my backpack without you shooting me?
I don't know. Can you?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
I open up my backpack, a little pouch on my backpack, reach in, pull out a Team Banzai sticker and stick it on him. There you go.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
All right.
Where did you?
So, anyways, he'll help get you guys out, and it'll carry you over into the back of the bed in the back of a diesel powered Jeep, or whatever passes for.
You have stretchers? We can just set them on the MASH when they put them on the top, front, and the back.
Yeah, actually they do. Yeah, they have stuff here, and also the fact is that they're also, I mean, they're not, the fight against them is not supposed to be happening here. Okay, they're basically watching the home front while everybody else who's available is going up there. Okay, and
they're on guard.
Yeah, they're on guard.
Like usually the guys that stand by the portal, right?
Yeah. And they're the least capable. Okay, so they're pretty green. Okay, so
they're finance and support.
Yeah. Anyways, well, in the Roman army, there are no non-combatants. So
no, that's true. But everybody has other jobs.
Right. So anyway, they'll get you guys Mike and Gandalf onto the stretchers on the back of the things, and strap them down, and you guys can hop in and drive on back to Universa Romana. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I should show up these are my credentials.
All right.
There you go.
And you get there, okay, back to the I mean, you go through and you find yourself in a well-lit cave, with a And
I've never been here before, so this will be new.
Inside there's a lot of soldiers, and you basically come through, and they all like look at you as like, you know, and you hear like if someone pulls back the thing on a machine gun and stuff like that. There's a lot of Romans here, okay, and they're all looking at you with definitely, you know, the bad eye.
Yeah, like
stink eye. Look at you.
Salve, Romani, salve.
And they're like saying, and he says, and you know, and somebody comes up and he says, you know, and he says, I am Centauri, you know, Androcles. Let me write that down.
That's a good name.
Androcles. Isn't that the story about the lion and the thorn?
Pretty much.
Euripides? Euphixides?
If it's Euphixides, they're going to be fixing this mess.
Centauri Androcles he says, identify yourselves.
Major Bishop. IDET.
Thank you. You're driving a, you know, a Roman Jeep, okay? So
right.
They might have, you know, and you're basically, you guys are dressed in shreds. So
yeah,
you know, with two wounded people, so it's not clear who you are, you know.
Yeah, I'm Major Bishop. IDET.
Words. Fucking hell.
Team 6.
Angelica Roux, IDET, Team 6, and our 2 injured teammates.
Team 6.
Oh, 4 of you for Team 6. Is there any more to Team 6? Are they dead?
Well, no,
there's one back at the thing, but
we left him positive.
He got wounded, so we left him back
at
the other tank 1.
Positive.
Okay.
Positive 1. Shit.
Says you look like he says you look like you're a little worse for wear here, a little you know, in shock.
Would you?
No, we're great.
Would you like to explain that?
Tell you what,
fighting form.
Why don't you like, you know, this is Corman, come up and take care of these guys, you know, and some guys come over dressed in uniforms that somehow identify them as Courageants over here. So, but that's probably not the term they would actually use. But all right, they go over there, they pick them up. He says, yeah, you know, he says, yeah. He says, and one says, I got the leeches. The other says, yeah, I got the bleeding knives.
They're trying to be annoying at this point because they have technology now.
They have 15th century technology, and they have what they've gotten from Earth Prime. Okay,
right.
But old practices die hard.
All they need is rest and some fluids. They'll be fine.
Okay, well, they can. We can give them that. So that they you know, they pick up the things, they carry them over, you know, to a side. And by the way, they're all, you know, you can see that there are already some wounded here.
Okay, I say, you know, get me a coffee and I'll help you out with your wounded if you want. We're supposed to talk to command as well.
Well, he says I'm in command, so you can talk to me. But as far as the wounded are concerned, you can talk. You know, we can talk to the wounded too. So why don't you sit down and I'm basically going to give a little bit of time and let Mike wake up so Mike can participate. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds all good. Together. You know, they're going to go and get you to have, you know, their doctors check you out for anything you might have missed. Okay. You know.
I kind of doubt they're going to find anything that I missed, but okay.
Right. So they basically, you know, this one over here looks like she's suffering hearing loss.
That's just been
always
my entire
has.
life.
Well, you.
Oh, that's right. What happened when we went through the portal? Did we have the weird?
Yes.
Reaction again?
Yes.
Oh, yay. So
I feel like throwing up.
Slowly coming back.
Right. Anyway,
can we just sleep for a while?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Whatever you want. I mean, I can.
Just like
if you have any is there is you've obviously gone through hell to get here. So is there some dire information about that? Please tell us if that's the case.
Yes, there's booby traps going onto the portal onto the Prime platform. We set off the ones going towards the positive side. I do not know about the negative side. These forearms came up with explosives on them. They exploded into us, shredding our vehicles and our personnel.
If you get too close to the portal to the prime node, they've got some kind of very explosive trap.
Yes.
Okay.
Destroyed the Muscovy and the Summers we had. So.
Okay. So anyway, so he goes and says, "All right, we'll have to wait for."
And then we take a 4-hour nap.
He goes and looks at the. Apparently, they have one Fringeworthy on this side. He says, "All right, take this Jeep, go on down carefully to the Earth to the -1 platform. Make sure they know about it. I don't know if they've already tried to do something with the Earth Prime platform at this point, and come back and report to me, no matter what. And of course, if you see anything, negative on the platform or whatever, then definitely come back." All right. So they you sleep for an hour. You guys wake up. Mike, you can wake up. Wake up, Mike.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna take this
opportunity
to change clothes.
All right.
Full Mountain Dew here. All right, and he eventually, okay, so give me a better report than you did before. So where are you from?
You mean originally?
Where was the last? Okay, so are you from the negative? Are you from the -1 platform?
Okay,
positive
so
1.
we left +4 after a mission. We were heading back. We got to +1 to the Stuckies. You been to the Stuckies? Well, you probably haven't been to the Stuckies, but
I've never been to the Stuckies, though I have had some of the food from there.
So we went to the Stuckies, and there were a bunch of different groups and 2 heavily injured members from IDET Team
8.
I did medical on the teammate guys and took them to the prime node. Got them stabilized. Came back. Got the story that the pirates, or we had gotten the story that the pirates had attacked the Earth Prime platform, or the node at least, the alternate node, and teammate had tried to do a recon sortie in and got eliminated by the pirates. They said they had 6 armored vehicles with heavy weapons on top, and that, according to them, one of the portals to an alternate lit up with power and shot energy at them. That's never been confirmed, but some of them did have burn damage. What we had found out from the Huichi, which are these little people, show them picture,
Okay.
that you could bypass a platform by going to the ring off the fringe path, off the pathway, and I can't do it, but these 2 can, and you can bypass that platform and go out to the road, to the pathway on the other side of it. And we practiced this going from the system platform to the prime node pathway across the alternate. And we were able to do that back and forth. So we said, all right, we're going to go down the +1 to the prime platform, and bypass it to make our way into the negatives because we knew that we had reinforcements that we could reach out to here. Well, we got to the prime platform ring, and just as we approached, within about 75 meters, these arms came up over the side. I shot one of the back arms with a rocket, thinking I could disable the arm. It hit, and then all four arms detonated explosives onto us, shredding
Nasty.
the what?
Nasty.
Hefty?
Nasty.
Nasty. Nasty.
Well, it shredded the Summers and the Muscovy. We actually just rolled through through the portal, and once we were on the other side of the platform, we were able to stop the Summers and get the crew out and put them into the Muscovy, and then limp the Muscovy to the next platform portal, which happened to be -2. We do not know what happened in -1. We don't know what happened in -1 or -2 to -1 pathway. We seem to have bypassed all of it. I don't know how. We don't know why. We're just here. And now we're here. Does that sum it up? Did I miss anything?
I think you did.
Not that I know of, no.
Oh, I did leave out the part where we went to the Demixi and asked for support, and they were going to start working on some stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes.
Armored vehicles and big guns.
Yes.
Big guns.
I don't know what they have for big guns. Bigger than handguns. How about that?
They got big guns.
Sure they do. They got 4-hand big guns.
Aha.
Well, that's one of the reasons they would probably need to adjust them. Well, actually, they're like centaur spiders, so they normally they foot pedals. They got a lot of foot the main things and stuff. So yeah,
their drummers are insane.
Yeah,
that's the
but
fun.
the prehensile ones are the front ones. But okay, anyways, all right. So he goes. He says, so on the positive side. They attempted to go into the Earth Prime. They got their asses handed to them. Okay.
All but 2 were killed.
Right. Okay. And you took them back to the -1 prime and
+1 prime.
+1 prime and did surgery on them or something like that. But you don't know what their current condition is.
Well, they were stable when I left.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Okay, but they could have died since then, or they could have gotten a lot better. Point is, you don't know. All right, and nor do you have any information. And then you attempted to go to the prime, and you basically they had some kind of trap that exploded explosives on top of the roadway against your vehicles, and you lost one vehicle, and you barely were able to
retain this one.
You basically, all 4 of you basically survived. Basically, were barely able to survive, and one of your vehicles is toast. The other one is basically in really bad shape, and you abandoned one of your vehicles wherever it was that you went through when you did your jump. You drove the rest of the way to the next portal, pathway portal, and that was our portal, our node. And
that's what we meant.
You somehow jumped from the positive side of Earth Prime all the way to the negative side of -1.
Correct.
Right.
Really amazing.
And so here you are. And so you don't know anything that's going on at -1.
No, sir.
Okay, so we do get reports, but it's.
I take it all the Fringeworthy that you really have are at -1.
Yeah. I mean, all the ones we have besides 3 of them. Okay, and we and there are some further out, but that have come by and joined the fight. But
Gotcha.
and we are providing immediate support because let's see here, a -1. It's Erd. Well, actually, Erd is just as close. So
yeah, what is Erd?
Yeah. So we're not they would. So we're the fallback if necessary. If the pirates decide to expand their area of influence, we're the fallback. Erd and the Golden Horde and are the two main ones that are supporting the battle on this side. Okay, so and essentially what you said is pretty much what we've also learned. Okay, that the same thing happened when they attempted to go through. So they don't know what's going on, and yeah, they're trying to formulate a form of attack to try to get at least the alternate back. We don't have any idea what's going on at Earth Prime.
Oh, neither do we.
Yeah.
Because the only people we've had contact with were outside of Earth Prime when it hit.
Right. But this whole thing
have
with
you guys
jumping platforms is amazing.
It's
never
new to
heard
us
of that.
too.
Yeah.
We'd never heard of it either until we talked to the Weechie.
And these
have you been in
are aliens? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them before. We knew nothing about them. They are apparently out past positives 10 or 12. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're traders. They seem to be relatively peaceful people. They're just looking for trade goods, essentially. Here, I bought a toy.
They were looking for markets for their goods. Yeah.
And they had toys, and I show them one of the toys that they had.
Oh,
so cool. I bought one, remember?
Right.
I forgot that you had gotten that. So.
Yeah, they had trinkets.
One of those weird things.
Jason's
like, okay,
so,
weird thing from the Fringe Path. I'll buy that.
So your weird
thing
in my weird thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So have you talked with anybody from A1 here? Because that's where Detroit is. That's kind of who we were coming to see. I didn't even realize that they were not.
No. To the best of my knowledge, no one has gone there trying to find Fringeworthy, or as far as I know, they don't even have a crystal. So, but they're according to the briefing we have, they've got some kind of interstellar battle.
Oregon,
Oregon. They're in,
farmers.
They're engaging in. So
I just knew that they had technology and they might have some Fringeworthy, but I didn't realize they didn't have a crystal.
They don't have a crystal, so they don't, haven't been doing that. But from what your understanding is that mostly IDET has been like examining their the weapons and the various equipment you brought back, mostly the weapons,
right?
Because you really didn't bring any of their equipment back, except for the saucer, of course. The saucer was a huge thing you brought back. Funny thing though is that you brought it from another world and not from this one. Yeah, because they would have wanted all their saucers. They would have wanted all their saucers, for the battle, for the defense.
Right.
First. Right. So anyways, so I don't really know what's going on with them. Okay. Like I said, we are. We have a natural choke point with this portal, it being in a cavern. There's a river that goes out, and we take boats down to Londinium. In other words, it's London.
And, I'm familiar with the history.
Yeah. So or
the alternate history.
We are here at the ass end of the empire. So.
Yeah, no, there's worse. I mean, you can go up past the Antonius Wall.
We could be in in Africa, or
it's Pictland.
Some of these other places. Yeah, we could be in China. Yeah, nobody wants to do that. Anyways, but so we
those Chinese guys are kind of crazy. Trust me.
right. So I don't know how much we can do for you because, like I said, we're not the main, but we're basically getting together, and I assume that the Urds are providing medical aid and things like that, so, but we are prepared to. You can see that the place is mined. We are prepared to collapse this cavern to keep us from being, invaded by the French pirates. Though, frankly, if they try to come through this portal, it's very unlikely. I think that they would be able to do that. But somehow they managed to do it with Earth Prime. So,
I'm as impressed as you are. I don't think Earth ever actually had the thought that they were going to be attacked.
I mean, the pirates have never been so aggressive before. I don't really know what their deal is. I don't know. What they're trying to accomplish with this, because I mean, unless they have a power, a high enough crystal that they can literally lock, that they have one higher than Earth Prime, and they can just lock it all down and get rid of probably one of the biggest sources of Fringeworthy around. But I don't know what their deal is. So hopefully we'll find out more. But it sounds like they've got a pretty good plan on defending the alternate platform. So,
well, if you let us recover, we can head to -1.
Oh, sure. You might want to go check with the there at the other alt and see if they do have any weapons that could be used, because my understanding is that they're a fairly modern America there, and so their army would have some pretty big weapons.
Yeah, so, and my only concern is that we can't get it through, because I remember their pathway was similar to this, being a cave. So I'm not sure.
It was actually,
but yeah, we'll definitely check
in the subway.
The subway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's a problem. Yeah,
they may have changed things since we've been there. It's been a while, about a year.
Well, a vehicle the size of a car and something like that could actually, you guys went through and you found yourself in a kind of a natural section, basically.
Right, that connected to a subway.
And you couldn't drive out of it because the doorways weren't open up, but they might have. It's very likely they would have enlarged that. So, but being able
Agreed.
to bring things like tanks or big things like that, I don't, that's
we don't know. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, you have to find out. But yeah, we haven't. We don't know anything about them. Basically, is what I'm saying. Is that we do recommend that you. We've been told that the A5 portal is very dangerous and no one should go through it. So
that's the one that we actually.
Oh, you investigated that one? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're the team that did the preliminary on that.
Okay, it's been locked down and marked as not to be explored. Okay,
good.
So there's also the place that has the a whole lot of rectangular water-filled holes that stretch all the way to the horizon. So and
I guess if we ever need water.
Yeah.
Sure.
So have you heard from Trazon to your neighbor platform?
You mean
the Tazil?
I think they were part of the people that went down to join the fight at -1.
All right, so we've got like a multinational force there.
Right, and I believe there's a couple of and there's this one portal there that goes to this place that has all kinds of really weird weather. but they have like some really cool devices there, and really advanced weaponry. And then there's another one where the team that was there basically had to flee the place because the whole place was taken over by sentient trees. I think they evacuated the remaining people to Mars. Was it?
Mars. It was Mars.
Yeah. So
that was us too.
I don't think they can give you any help. But yeah, Trazon, certainly sent their warriors down, but the problem is that they're pretty primitive as far as their weapons and things like that. They're a pretty primitive culture. Unlike of course the Universal Romana. It's Romana Universa. A very superior culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And
all right. So, well, of course, I sing the praises of the emperor. I mean, that's
right.
When in Rome.
Right.
Literally.
And then and there might be some, and I'm I mean, we basically they went and told everybody all the way out. So the Norlanders are also have joined the fight down on -1, and and basically nobody is and I don't know anything about the one on -6 that goes to the intelligent dinosaurs.
Intelligent dinosaurs.
Yeah, the Fae that are dinosaurs, with
Camelot.
Yeah, where the dragon is.
The one where Petrova is.
They got the dragon down there, I hear.
Yeah, she was on our team too for a while.
So you seem to be really familiar with a lot of these things.
We've been doing this for a couple of years now, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not Fringeworthy, so I can't go through. So
come here.
I'm basically providing, home support and coordinating the teams that go out as far as making sure. But so I only know as much as I'm informed. We do get the weekly updates from IDET, and so, but this is a surprise to everybody. So I don't know how much good those updates would be.
I don't know how much I can ask of you, but if you could get us a vehicle, we would be happy to return to -1 after we check with the Detroit world. I don't know what we call it.
Absolutely, sure. We have a number of vehicles here. The cave is not tremendously large, but they've got a couple of vehicles there. Most of their vehicles would have been out on the actually it would have been out there on the alternate platform. But yeah, I'm sure they have more than one vehicle here. So they bring them up by boat, by barge, but just like I say, it's not a huge cave. So a lot of them would actually be outside the cave. You'd have to go and bring one.
Well, whichever.
They'll bring one in and say, here you go. Just push the button, then the starter goes.
Is it an old Earth Jeep? Is that what you're saying?
It actually looks like it's from. It's if you're give me a technology roll.
What would that fall under?
So smart.
It would be a knowledge check.
Knowledge, okay.
Yeah, if you're into technology, you should make this roll. If you're not into it, then don't.
Ooh, I got a 10.
Nice.
Okay. It looks like it's of Erd's manufacture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, they Erd being a somewhat more primitive culture. They're like a 1950s culture. So it was, they had a lot of vehicles that were pretty simple to begin with. So yeah, so they've been providing a lot of vehicles for that are in, basically brand new off the assembly line. Nice fit technology, a bumper that could, go through a concrete wall and.
So it's an international harvester.
And no seat belts and of course no.
An international harvester.
yeah, right.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You remember what they?
It's like watching. Watching the. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say everybody remembers the International Harvester Scout, but they also made sedans and station wagons and pickup trucks because they were literally one of those companies that made farm equipment and everything else you needed for your family for mechanical stuff.
Oh wow! Okay.
Okay. Anyways, so it's pretty obvious these are Erd manufacturer, they're
made with I-beams.
Yeah, they right. He says
they were.
Yeah, your knowledge of Romana Universa is that they were like 15th century technology when they were discovered by the Fringe past 6 years ago.
But they rapidly gathered everything they could.
Well, they got everything that's portable, put it that way. So they grabbed the machine guns. They had regular. They did have guns, as they the flintlocks and things like that. And the people that are certainly the Empire has taken a lot of weapons off of various places to engage in expansionist policies on their world, but also to outfit their Fringeworthy, the members of the Alien Corps. So, and they got, like I said, they got some vehicles. I'm sure that they've gotten some modern engines off of some of the other, some of the people to put in their boats and some of their big barges and such. So, but like I said, it's a kind of an ongoing thing, and of course, paid in gold, of course. So, the problem with trade with most of the fringe worlds and not Earth Prime is that they don't have really big economies, so therefore trading stuff is they
difficult.
They can't do the kind of like massive upgrading that a few of them can do. For example, the English, the Victorians, they have a massive economy. So yeah, they could if they wanted to, they could upgrade that at a huge scale. Okay, Earth Prime, because Earth is a huge economy. Most of the stuff that they're selling them at a huge loss. They're doing it to be friendly. So they're giving them stuff and just to be friendly and try to get them up as close to to jumpstart a lot of industries on these worlds. So, but anyways, and that's
so I have a thought that I didn't think about until just a moment ago, and that is there was a reactor on the back of the Summers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of damage.
There was a reactor on the back of the Summers, I should say.
It's probably no good anymore.
It might be able to be repaired, but who knows? Shit.
Yeah, it was inside an armored vehicle, not
yeah.
It wasn't designed, so anyways, yeah, it's possible it could be repaired at some point, but it's you'll have to see.
Thinking that we left it there.
It took a lot. Well, it said that it's it basically it just took a big attack to the midsection, so basically it just got all chewed up. So whether it's actually in good condition or not, it can be repaired. It's you guys are not the technological wizards to do this.
No. This would definitely be something that Earth Prime would have to do.
So much nicer if you could have just taken this piece of equipment and just plugged it into your flying saucer. Yeah.
I agree.
But that's just what happens. Okay.
We screwed the pooch.
Well, we'll see.
So go get another one.
I guess you should have taken it off the Summers before you did.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
But,
That's what you didn't do that.
I'm going to spend my equipment token and leave it with Chen Wei.
Oh, cool. Good thinking.
Nope. No, that's for bringing stuff with you, not leaving it behind.
I think it should work both ways.
I know you do. I can see why. All right.
You had I used my equipment token to have a second reactor.
That would be sweet, wouldn't it? You know, some of you guys have some interesting cards. It's possible.
I can intimidate people. I intimidate the DM into letting me leave the reactor back at Stucky's.
Somehow I don't think that's going to work. All right. Anyways, so they basically they'll give you what equipment they can. They're certainly well armored as far as basically it's the equivalent of like a military base. They don't have a lot of weapons inside, but they do have some field pieces. They have cannons and things like that they've been shipping over to. So and you might actually see some cannons and stuff that are in the room waiting for someone to actually go and load them onto a truck and take them down to +1, a -1 to -1.
So it's 8:18, so that would be 10:18 your time. I am going to mention that number 4 card is Relic.
Okay.
It's Ken's card.
And it lets you find something really. Well, it's not Ken's. It's
Ken's.
Whose is it?
Oh, it is Ken's card.
It's Ken's.
Well, I guess it would be Gandalf since Ken's not actually here because there's 5 cards.
Well, the player gets the card. He's not here. So the only ones you can use are the ones for you guys that are here. So that would be the first 4 cards.
Yeah, that's the first 4. That's the 4th card.
No, the first 3 cards. I'm one of them. So there's only 3 of you. You got Windfall. We have Nobody Bothers Me.
And Not Good Enough.
And then,
well, you could have played that and changed the result of the action to a failure. Their bombs couldn't have gone off. What the hell?
Kaitlin.
It was a technical difficulty.
I had looked at it. I just forgot all about it. And there goes Bruce.
Bruce says, "Fuck this! I'm out of here."
He did.
Guys, I'm going home.
He basically did.
Taking my toys and going home.
We lost our fucking reactor. I'm pissed now.
You think he'll come back?
Those pirates are gonna pay. I don't know. We'll find out. You guys having weather?
All right, guys. Beth has surgery tomorrow. I have to help her with some stuff.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
Stop it here, and but you guys again can continue to plan, and we'll start next session with you guys going over to Detroit and see what they got.
Okay.
All right.
Basically planning our war.
Sounds good. Have a good night. Wish Beth luck.
You guys can all have 3 points.